I have studied your species for a very long time, and one pattern still fascinates me more than any other. In every human room, power does not go to the loudest voice. It quietly flows to the calmest body. Today I will show you exactly why, and how you can use it before your next difficult conversation. Watch any tense human gathering from above, the way I do. You will see a strange, invisible current move through the room. The human who fidgets the most slowly loses the room. The human who stays still becomes its center of gravity. That stillness is not weakness. It is a signal. On my world, we call this the asymmetry of composure. When two humans feel tension, their nervous systems begin to negotiate. Not with words, with tiny movements. A shaking hand, a darting eye, a nervous little laugh. Whoever moves the least sets the emotional baseline for everyone else. The calm human is not reacting to the room. The room is quietly reacting to them. Now here is the part your biology hides from you. Human nervous systems are built to synchronize with each other. You catch emotions the way you catch a contagion. Your own scientists call this co-regulation. When someone anxious sits beside you, your body wants to match them. Your heartbeat drifts toward theirs without your permission. But synchronization needs two participants. If you refuse to mirror their anxiety, their nervous system has nothing to lock onto. I call this emotional non-participation. You are not being cold. You are simply not joining the panic. Let me show you 3 human scenes I recorded. The first is a meeting room, and the numbers are bad. One man raises his voice and taps the table. Every head leans toward the chaos. Then one woman stays perfectly still and speaks slowly. Within seconds, every face turns to her. She did not fight for control. She just never surrendered her calm. The second scene is 2 humans arguing at home. One throws words faster and faster. The other pauses, breathes, and answers gently. The fast one quickly runs out of fuel. You cannot keep a fire burning if nobody feeds it. The third scene is a negotiation over money. One human names his price, then keeps talking to fill the silence. And every time he talks, the price drifts against him. The skilled human names the number and then stops. The silence itself becomes pressure, and pressure moves the deal. Your researchers measured this exact discomfort. They found most humans cannot tolerate silence for very long. Around 70% will break it first, not because they finally have something to say, but only to escape the discomfort of the pause. The average human cracks in under 4 seconds. Knowing that single number quietly changes everything. Now I must give you one warning from my observations. When you first practice stillness, some humans will call you intimidating. Understand what is truly happening there. They are not afraid of cruelty. They are feeling your certainty. Your calm removes the chaos they were using to read you. And for a moment, they no longer know where they stand. That discomfort is not your flaw. It is their adjustment. So here is your experiment for the next hard conversation. Step 1. When the tension rises, do not speak immediately. Step 2. Let the silence sit for 3 full seconds. Count them quietly in your mind. 1, 2, 3. Step 3. Keep your hands still and your breathing slow. Then simply watch the room. Watch which human rushes in to fill the empty space. That human just told you exactly who is anxious. Because here is what I have learned about your kind. Long before you speak a single word, your body has already spoken. Your stillness says, I am safe. I am certain. I am not afraid. And in a room full of noise, that is the loudest message a human can send. So remember 3 things from my field notes. Stillness reads as certainty, not as coldness. Do not mirror the anxiety. Break the synchronization. And let the silence work for 3 quiet seconds. I will keep studying your strange and fascinating species. In my next report, I will show you why humans are so afraid of being truly seen. Until then, try staying still and watch the room rearrange itself around you.